guys moving with their weapons in front, moving down the road towards us now.
She was videotaping the guys come out like.
Yeah, I've got just a few.
Should be good right now. We just charged the battery back up.
So it's saying he doesn't have a video.
Okay. So we're just gonna have them use one per squad. So, do you have them set up? Can you break them out real quick so she'll get them to pick them up? Oh yeah.
Weapon station, you want this power on the whole time. If not, you want to turn it off because she'll draw power on that. So if I go look at your state of charge again, right here. I don't want to get up there, so this is
45
cool.
is pretty hot.
That's pretty hot.
So you gotta start lifting these up.
Yeah, the batteries will get hot. Into the the 50s, then you got to start thinking about when. this is an enabler. It's a force multiplier, and it'll preserve and combat power from a safety standpoint, but it'll also allow them to cover more area, larger area of influence. It'll let the current force do more, cover more area. Lightening the load, you know, they can offload it on here, they can get the objective, they're not tired, they could have more ammo, they can fight for 72 hours with this. They could load this up and then fight for 72 hours without resupply. So it allows, I think it's going to enable them to complete their mission that they're going to be given for this expeditionary, like the company landing teams. It's going to help make that possible because they're limited in the airlift that they can put in, but they still have to fight, they have to have their gear. So I think it's an enabler for the upcoming missions and the expeditionary profiles that they're looking at. This is the General Dynamics Land Systems Multi-Utility Tactical Transport, or MUT. Okay, so yeah, so this is the tracked version of the 4x4. You can swap out wheels. The wheels are also effective. The tracks are good for floating on mud and snow and sand. And there's also a 6x, so 6 wheels, 6 driven wheels, and then an 8x, which is 8 wheels. And those are really filling the gap filled by the original M274 Mule. The purpose of it is to help dismounted warfighters by carrying load, letting them offload equipment or carrying large, more capable weapons like this where it would take 5 people, one person can get a 50 cal downrange. So the idea is to provide, lighten the load, and then expeditionary power. People are always running out of power in the field. This will allow them to bring more gear, more batteries, or a charger to charge up their batteries.
Today, what we're doing is a final exercise. For the past 6 weeks, these Marines of Kilo 35 and McWill have trained to the technologies that we're integrating. So at the Marine Corps Warfighting Lab, we test and evaluate future concepts and technologies. We have a concept-based experiment that we're doing. We have over 40 technologies here with the CLT Kilo 35. Some of them range from 5 unmanned ground vehicles to 5 unmanned aerial systems. We're looking at technology that reduces logistics, which we have termed logistics demand reduction. Now we have unmanned ground vehicles which can actually carry 240s and 50 caliber weapon systems, and it can be right next to a foot mobile company. So now we're bringing weapon systems that are not normally foot mobile to the company itself. We have 5 unmanned aerial systems that we're going to be playing with. One of them is the Black Hornet. It's about 4 inches long. It is brought down to the squad level. This thing cannot be heard after it goes above 30 feet. So you basically can peek around the corner without the enemy knowing, and you can see what is around the next corner for that squad leader to know. The small quadcopter that had been flying around is called the Instant Eye. It has 3 cameras that allow it to see straight ahead, 45, or straight down. You can reach out and see what's coming at you and what you can be expecting here in the next 100,000 meters. The 40 technologies that we're experimenting with will make the Marine Corps more efficient, more lethal, and more survivable. So ultimately what we want is the first person or first thing in the door is a robot to get SA into what's around the next corner.